The British people have voted to leave the European Union, and their will must be respected.
What is Brexit? It is British exit from European Union. Now, before we discuss this topic, we first need to know some brief background of the EU to understand why the UK decided to leave the EU. The European Union is a political economic union of 28 member states that are located primarily in Europe. The EU was established to maintain peace in Europe through a strong unification politically and economically. The strong bond among member countries led them to have the Schengen Agreement, abolishing internal border checking. The UK refused to be a part of the Schengen area, but as long as the UK is a member of the EU, it is very difficult for the UK to have full control of their national border. The UK has decided to leave the EU as voted on June 23, 2016.
It's a fair question. What kind of country would you like to see us being after Brexit?
Self-governing, self-confident, and much more global in outlook. We've become too obsessed with Europe. It's an important marketplace, but there's a big world out there.
Okay.
However, Brexit negatively impacted not only the economy of the UK, but also the economy worldwide, including Japan. I have an interesting question. Does an economic crisis, such as Brexit, in foreign nations help Japan globalize? One survey found that over 1,300 Japanese companies operating business in the UK did not support Brexit. Many of them said they would leave the UK if the British voted for Brexit. The European economic crisis caused the Japanese yen to appreciate, which should force more Japanese companies to seek FDI in foreign countries. In addition, the number of Japanese people to go abroad will increase as well because it is now cheaper to travel or study abroad. Even though the news of Brexit shocked world economy, markets have recovered rather quickly after only 1 month.
I have to admit, I was a little bit surprised. I think the markets generally had got themselves into a position where they were pretty sure that the vote was going to be for Remain.
However, some economists warn us fast recovery could be a sign of the ending of the European Union because other EU members may follow Britain's example. For instance, Italy and Spain, who face economic crisis, have started to think about leaving to avoid the expensive EU membership fee. Also, constant terrorist attacks in Germany could cause Germany to abandon its membership of this economic integration.
But I think almost everybody agrees that the most important short-run effects are going to be because of the uncertainty. There's just a lot of questions about how the UK are going to interact with the EU going forward and with the rest of the world.
Britain's economy plunged into a dizzying unknown after Brexit. We need to keep our eyes on both the UK and EU because their decision will affect the world economy.